Whenever you're doing something in your life and it feels like a difficult grind, what that means is that perhaps you're not supposed to be doing that right now. It means that you're out of alignment with the flow of your authentic energy. You're fighting against the flow of reality. So whenever you're grinding, you're doing work at a time where there's clearly no energy available to do the work. You're not excited about it. You're not passionate about it. You don't feel like it's natural. It's not just coming out of you spontaneously, but it feels dead. It requires a lot of force and a lot of willpower to do. This is true when you're working on business matters, when you're working at your job, even if you're going to ask out a girl or you're doing some kind of relationship interaction and it feels forced. It feels like it requires a lot of effort. It feels like an uphill battle. Generally, this is a sign that you're out of alignment with the natural flow of reality. You're probably not on your true authentic path, what your heart genuinely wants to experience in life. And you're chasing after a goal that's actually not the thing that you really want. You feel like you need to do all this work in order to succeed. So, for example, I've spent the last 3 years trying very hard to create a coaching business. And I've done a great job, but there's certain times in my life that I had to learn the extremely hard way that whenever I'm doing work, let's say it's creating a course, but it feels anxious, it feels like a grind, it feels far away, it feels difficult, it feels like the most important thing ever, and there's this like huge mountain that has to be overcome. But in order to climb that mountain, you feel like, okay, well, I should just force myself to work even harder. I need to wake up earlier. I need to work out longer. I need to eat healthier. I need to meditate longer. I need to stop seeing my friends and my family. I need to lock myself in. So I need to discipline myself extremely hard in order to achieve this goal. What I've found in my experience is that it never works because it's forced and you're actually shooting for something that's not necessary. So a simple example is recently I've been working on my newest coaching program, which I'm extremely excited about. And I had the feeling that like I need to record all of this course content in the program because that's just what I thought I had to do in my mind, that it needs to have like recorded content. But it just felt like a lot of work and it felt not fun. It felt forced, it felt scary, it felt like I didn't want to do that. Really, what I wanted to do is just hang out on the live calls and just talk to the people that are in the program and just show up live and really hang out and do the work there on the live call. And then the course content feels very easy to just write it out. Just like type it out, just some basic principles with worksheets and stuff that need to be followed. So that for me felt very easy to do, but it wasn't something that I thought I could afford to do, or like in my mind I thought that what needed to be done was that I needed to have a course in order for the program to be valuable or in order for it to work. But recently I've been really, really attuned to the practice of following my highest excitement and really being aware that I can succeed in my life through genuinely relaxing. So what this means is that I'm aligning my energy to the version of myself who already has my desires. Because we always have new desires. Even when your YouTube video succeeds and explodes, now you want another one. Or when you sign, thousands of dollars worth of business deals, then you always want more. There's always a new desire that you want. So I've been learning through Bashar's teachings, reality transurfing, Abraham Hicks, through Neville Goddard as well, just learning that the intelligent, wise way to fulfill the desires of the heart that are just always there, and there's nothing wrong with that. You're a human being. You want to experience more and more of your potential unfolding. Your nature is just the unfolding of higher and higher desires, and that's okay. That's good. So the natural, easy, spontaneous way to do this is, instead of grinding and hustling and striving extra hard to achieve the goal that seems so far away, instead you bring it closer to you in your mind. You get clear about genuinely, like, what do I want that would make me feel relaxed, calm, awake, alive, energetic, passionate, excited, free? What life circumstance or what situation can I visualize, or that can I get clear about in my mind, that would genuinely make me feel like I can actually genuinely relax? And the key when you're clarifying your goal is not to worry about what you think is technically possible. So for example, I want to coach my clients in a way that feels relaxing the entire time. And it doesn't feel like work, it doesn't feel like a grind, it literally feels like fun, hanging out, and helping, and expanding and growing, and it feels like a celebration, a continual celebration of excitement. This is something that wasn't how I felt at the beginning when I first began my coaching journey 3 years ago. I would put together these elaborate programs, and I would have to grind through these programs, and it just felt like my work was a job. And the whole reason why I do work that I'm passionate about is because I don't want my work to feel like a job. I want it to be fun. I want it to be authentic, an expression of my soul. So through lots of trial and error, lots of forcing and grinding and waking up at 5 a.m. and disciplining and hustling and listening to these, success teachers' advice of just work hard, or you're just not working hard enough. You're not showing up consistently enough. Yeah, there's a time and place to exert effort, but you have to take aligned effort that's in alignment with the natural flow of the moment, and you have to make effort that feels relaxing and fun. So as I was visualizing my ideal, which is I just want to relax and have fun all day and do what I like, and also make thousands of dollars a month and have enough money to pay my bills and just really feel supported financially and situationally, circumstantially, just feeling supported by the flow of life, feeling like problems will be fixed spontaneously, money will be given when it's needed, and all of this is achieved through a continual relaxing. is that possible? Like, can I do that? And for a while, I thought no. I thought always, like, my goal always had like an if attached to it. Like, I can't achieve my goal. I can't relax infinitely. I can't just perpetually relax until I work really hard and then, build this entire difficult program to make, and then finally I'll be able to relax later. But what I've been learning very clearly in my life is that if the path doesn't feel fun and exciting, and if it's not a relaxing flow, of course it can be a little bit challenging, but it feels like a fun challenge. Like when you're doing a puzzle that's interesting you, or you're playing a game that interests you, and there's work. You have to exert yourself. Like when I play video games, there's a bit of work involved. When I was a kid, I would play Ratchet and Clank, and I maxed out my save file to get 900,999 bolts, which took me hours and days, but I liked it. I had fun. It's a lot of work to do that, to max out the save file, but I still did it. It was fun. So, through the vehicle of following my highest excitement, I was recently very inspired to play a little bit more Ratchet and Clank, to kind of, I don't know why, that's not a productive thing to do, technically, right? The technical path to achieve my goal is not to, like, play Ratchet and Clank, right? But since I'm following my highest excitement and not having an expectation for what the outcome will be, but I'm just trusting that by following the energy of passion, of excitement, and of relaxation and interest, curiosity, following the flow of this spontaneous energy that is always speaking to you, is always present in the moment. If you can't hear it, we'll talk about a little bit in a second how to get clear about it. But by following this flow, I played some Ratchet and Clank, and it put me back into the mind state of me being a child, being 6 years old. And then this helped me reflect on who I am and what I like, and it also helped me to realize that I can get good results in my life by not forcing anything. By having radical faith in universal intelligence, or otherwise known as my emotional guidance system. Having radical faith, trust in God. A lot of people don't like the word faith, but it's a common pattern you see in every religion, in every spiritual tradition. Many successful people, even if they're religious or not, they talk about faith, trusting that things will work even if I don't know how. So to bring this down, this principle of faith, to bring it down onto a moment-to-moment basis, I need to drink some water. You're trusting the flow of what feels good in the moment. So even when I'm making this video, I don't know if you noticed, but what I'm literally doing, the way I'm speaking, the way I'm pausing, the way I'm taking a sip of water, I'm literally just doing and saying what authentically, naturally feels good for me. This is what I'm doing on the video now, but this is also when I shut the video off, this is how I live my life. I'm actually in each moment evaluating my options of what I could do. I could go for a walk. I could go out with my girlfriend. I could eat some food, whatever it is. And I'm doing what feels natural, relaxing, calm, fun, exciting, blissful, interesting, alive, fresh, awake. I'm flowing with that, and this is a moment-to-moment practice. So in each moment you can check in. Am I doing what's exciting right now? Am I being authentic to myself? Am I acting as though I'm free? Am I being the version of myself who already has my desires? Because think about it like this. Essentially, until you feel in your heart like you already have your desires, you already have them in your mind, in your body, you feel as though it's already yours in your imagination. This is the power of imagination, is you can feel as though what you want is already yours, and really live from that place. And you can gain the satisfaction from the thing before you even have it. Because the reason why you want the thing is because you just want how it's going to make you feel. The relationship, the money, the health, the spiritual enlightenment, whatever it is. You just want how it's going to make you feel. So the point is, you become the creator of your state of being by realizing that you can create your state of being by focusing your attention on things that feel good, that you like. Then, once you feel like you are safe and that you can afford to relax because what you want's already yours. Nothing's important in the future, meaning that there's not this like important thing that's like dangling out there in the future. Like, you'll notice that when you really do this practice of like feeling the wish fulfilled in your life on a moment-to-moment basis, you can only come out of this state if something in the future seems really important and that you're afraid of not getting it. So you're separate from your desire. You've forgotten that you don't need to worry about getting your desire because you've gotten it already. So when you embody the state of the wish fulfilled, now you're not a slave to your outer reality anymore or of your circumstances. Now, since you have what you want, you're free to do what you want. So just think about it like this. Everyone wants something. Everyone wants to be a millionaire or to just have money that they need so that they can live life on their terms. Okay? Everyone thinks that there is like some kind of requisite that is required to be fulfilled before they can live life on their terms. I need to achieve X. I need to graduate university before I can do what I love. I need to get into a better house before I can do what I love. I need to move to a better country before I can feel the way I want to feel. I can live in a state of love. I need to meditate more. I need to get more enlightened. I need to go on more retreats. I need to read more books before I finally just have the feeling of already feeling good and being myself, being happy, being free, being awake, being alive, being excited, being God. There's like something that needs to happen before I can feel that way. So the secret of reality is that the present moment is eternal and it never goes anywhere. It never changes into the future. The content of the present moment always changes and it gives this sort of illusion of passing time. But you may notice that there's just only now. So the question I ask you to ask, I want to ask you this. When are you gonna feel good? When? When are you gonna relax? When are you going to feel safe? But you might say, Adam, my circumstances, though, my debt is hanging over my head, or my girlfriend is a bitch, or my mom is up my ass, or my professor, my boss, my house, my ever. How can I relax in these horrible circumstances? And I understand. I've had horrible circumstances in my life, and it seems like you are unable to feel the way you want to feel because the circumstance is preventing you. But when we're talking about becoming a creator of your reality, to become an actualized being, an authentic being, you have to realize that your state of feeling is internally caused by just your own mastery over your attention. What are you focusing on? Which thoughts? Which feelings? Which vision? What are you visualizing? What are you feeling is real for you now? The reason why your external circumstances appear to suck is because you continually focus on the aspect of them that sucks. But what if you saw your external circumstances as an exciting challenge? I'm going to demonstrate my godliness, my ability to create my state of being in spite of these challenging circumstances. This is actually what your soul wanted to do before coming to Earth. You, of course, think about it. You came to Earth to be challenged. You didn't want it to always be easy and simple. You wanted to realize that even though the outer world seems like it's falling apart, there's always a seed of good in each circumstance. It's always helping me. Even when I get into a car accident, or I just fall off my skateboard, or my girlfriend breaks up with me, whatever it is, there's creditors at my door. Those are always good things because they inspire you, they can move you to act, they can give you an opportunity to demonstrate who you really believe yourself to be. You can ask yourself, how would I react to this situation or respond to this situation if I already had what I want? If I was already my ideal self? It gives you an opportunity to be the Buddha, which is what you already are, to sit unmoved by the temptations of Mara, which is the tempter, the death, the illusion of separation, the illusion of ego, the illusion of things are gonna go bad, right? The Buddha would sit under the Bodhi tree for 40 days and 40 nights. Mara was tempting him with women, with the fear of death, with archers, with flaming arrows, gross, disgusting situations. But the Buddha sat unmoved. He saw through the illusion. Even if one of those flaming arrows would come and strike him in the heart, he saw through that illusion as well. He was able to accept the worst case scenario because he wasn't tricked and fooled by the illusion of separation, which is the illusion that something bad can happen. When you look really closely at the literal nature of actual phenomena, when you meditate, when you do vipassana, when you sit and you watch, you just pay attention. What is my experience? What is it substantially? What are feelings? What is a sight? What is a sound? What is a taste or a touch? You see clearly that all sensations are literally unsubstantial. They don't contain any sort of self-existing substance. They exist almost as a flicker of light. Even thoughts saying, well, Adam, what about this whole story of like, aren't I a physical human being that lives on the physical planet Earth, that is physically in the year 2024, and I have this, whole life story, and I have my job, and I have my family, and all this, my reputation, and all, isn't that important? And what I'm saying is, sure, but you can only, like that thought that I just explained. Adam, what about, this, that, and the other? What is that? What is that? Look, pay attention. What is that thought? When you have the doubting thought, like, Adam, you're saying all of reality is like a flicker of light and it's just always good. But Adam, but what about physical reality? What about my parents? What about, this and that? And okay, so your doubting thought, just look at it. What is its substance? But Adam, isn't the universe physical and three-dimensional and material? Okay, sure. Yeah, there's science and dinosaurs and religion and I don't know. People just say there's millions of explanations. Physics. What about this? Yeah, are you aware that all of this, all the evidence you're presenting, that's just yapping mind? And yapping mind has no physicality to it. It's just it's sound. It's just like it's just like it's here, it's gone. It's here, it's gone. It's here, it's gone. That's existence. That's where you're at. You've been here the whole time. So I say this to help you to be more trusting of the flow of natural experience, and especially to accept the worst case scenario. It's very important to be able to accept the worst case scenario. So this means, well, Adam, but what if, my credit score gets damaged? Or what if I never pay off my debt? Okay. What if? Can you still be happy with $10 million of debt? What's the worst that can happen? Okay, they'll take your house. Okay. They'll come, they'll throw you in jail. All right. Your kids will have to be taken care of by a foster home, or they'll have to stay with relatives. Yep. Can you trust that even that will be okay? Even in that moment when you're rotting in a jail cell, still you can be aware. Still you can feel good. You can choose your state of being. Still you can find meaningful moments. Still you can help people. You can be a good human. Still you can fulfill your heart and soul. You can follow your highest excitement. Even in a quote-unquote bad scenario. So I encourage you to contemplate the worst case scenario of the thing you're afraid of happening. The girl rejects you, or you're whatever it is. You get fired, or you fail your class. Yeah, okay, what if? Maybe that's a good thing. What if you follow your highest excitement and then that leads you to fail your class? Okay, is that bad or is that good? Now you might say, well, Adam, but this is bad. Like, I'm scared now because you're giving me advice that's like not practical. And what I'm saying is what your mind considers practical, like logically speaking, the universe or your heart doesn't have to fit into that box. What if your soul unfolds itself in its maximum potential by doing the thing that's not practical? Like, what if, for example, like, there's many situations in my life where, like, practically speaking, I probably should be working on my business, but instead I decided to go out for a walk and get some sun, or I decided to call a friend on the phone. It's like, you might say, your adult mind, which is hooked by pendulums, which I have a whole video about, pendulums, which is external thought forms, not actually your thoughts. Someone else's thoughts, someone else. This is like the influencer's thoughts on YouTube, or other influencers' thoughts, or your parents' thoughts, or the school's thoughts. The adult mind, your logical adult mind is clogged by the plaque of other people's thoughts, which is also known as a pendulum. It's a thought form that hooks you and kind of leads you off your authentic path, which is being present with your heart and choosing the option that feels exciting without consideration for needing it to fit your plans. So the way manifestation works is you pick a target feeling. So how do you want to feel in your life? I recommend going for a target feeling that just feels very calm and relaxing and fun and chilled out and abundant, and you're free to do what you want and get what you want and be who you want and hang out with who you want. You're just free. You're on a continual vacation. Money's handled already. Very important that money's handled already, and it's relaxing, and you're helping people, and you're sharing art, and you're having fun. That's the target feeling, okay? Spend 30 minutes getting clear about this, or an hour. Just take some time. You take the day off. Go to the park, sit on the grass, feel the target feeling as if it's real now. Feel it. I already have security. I already have freedom. I already have 100,000 in my bank account, and I don't need to work at all. I am already free to relax. I already have the coaching program that I want to have, or I'm already doing the work that I love, or I already have the partner that I want to have, or the health, the body, the enlightenment, whatever it is. I already have it. I feel like I already have it. It's mine. That's the target feeling. You connect to this, okay? Multiple times throughout the day. You can do it once, right? But then you got to kind of remember once in a while, like, hey, like, if I was my target person, like if I was already being the version of myself who was in that target reality that I want to feel, how would I be feeling now if I was already there? Right? So you got to connect to this as you're walking, as you're brushing your teeth, as you're taking a shit. Once in a while for fun. Don't be overly like hard about it, like, oh, if I don't do the practice, then it won't manifest. Because if you're being too hard about it, see, you're now implying that it's not with you. It's not yours already. If I have to like force the practice, I gotta make sure I do it because otherwise it won't manifest. See, this is now anxious. It's too important. It's unnatural. You're implying it's not yours already. So just for fun, spontaneously, you connect with it regularly. Don't go an entire day without at least connecting with it at least once. Okay, the ideal feeling of the wish fulfilled. Then Also, so that what that does is it sets a target, okay, for your subconscious mind. It programs your subconscious mind. Now what you need to do is let go and go with the flow of your passion and your highest excitement. Still, of course, you handle day-to-day activities, like still, yeah, you eat when you're hungry, you drink when you're thirsty, you work if you have to. If you have a job, you can still go to work, that's fine. You still operate your day, but you do it in order of highest excitement. So whatever's most exciting first, you do that first. And even like one of my clients, she works at a hair salon, and we were doing the highest excitement coaching, and she was confused. She was like if I follow my highest excitement, does that mean I like don't have to go to work? Like that makes me scared. And what I'm saying, like, yeah, if it makes you scared, then obviously that's not your highest excitement. So what I said is go to work in an exciting way and feel like your wish is already fulfilled. Have fun, relax. And she messaged me the next day. She was like, oh my God, Adam, this changed my life. Because now I notice I'm so much more deliberate, I'm slower, I'm taking my time, I'm having more fun at work, and I'm already being the version of myself who already is successful. And she said she's a writer, and she's already publishing books, and we're helping her publish books. And her dream is to live a life where she can literally just have a very introverted hermit kind of life, like just like in a little house somewhere by herself, just pouring herself into her writing, right? And just relaxing all day and living on her terms and making money from her writing. So we're getting there, and the way we're getting there and we're making progress, the way we're doing that is by feeling the vibration of already having that end result. So you're living in your current reality with the relaxation, with the flow and the fun and the freedom that you would have if you already had what you want, but you just do it now. You feel it now. Okay, so when you follow your highest excitement on a moment-to-moment basis, what's happening is that you've selected a target, and now your subconscious mind, or whatever you want to call it, there's really no such thing as the subconscious mind. It doesn't actually exist. There's just existence, okay? It's not separated into like different minds. I think maybe there is different vibration levels, like alpha, beta. There's different vibrations of mind. Yeah, okay, scratch that. Maybe there is such thing as a subconscious mind. But basically what we're doing is we're programming our subconscious mind with the desired wish by feeling like it's real now. Then that's like you sending in your order. You're like ordering something from Amazon. You click buy now by feeling like it's already yours. Then what do? You just let go of it. And you just live. You don't have to worry about it anymore. You just live your normal life because you know your order's coming to your doorstep. So this is what you do with following your passion, following your highest excitement in the moment, is you just spontaneously allow the movement of now based on what feels good. You just kind of do that. And you don't have an expectation of like, is this action going to produce the outcome I need? Because you don't understand that following your highest excitement is listening to the dictates of the universe. You can imagine, like, once you send in your order, your higher self is like standing on the mountaintop and is then sending you signals through your heart feeling or your gut feeling and telling you which path to take in each moment based on which one feels better than the other ones. So you, being the one who's climbing the mountain, can't see all the dead ends, all the wrong turns, the moats with the alligators. You don't know where each path is going to lead. You can try and figure it out logically with your mind. Like, I think that I should go take the left path, but your higher self is standing on the mountaintop, has a bird's eye view of life, and can send you a signal. Imagine like through a walkie-talkie, can send you a signal through your highest excitement to tell you, hey, if you take the left path, it looks good, it looks like it'll work logically, but it's going to lead off a cliff. Or you're going to have to turn around. Or there's going to be a yeti that jumps out of the bushes and eats you. So your higher self has the bird's eye view of life, knows which path needs to be taken. And then it sends you the signal based on how you feel through your highest excitement. And then when you take action on your highest excitement and you actually do it in that moment, you trust, you're signaling to the universe that you are trusting excitement, that I am now the version of myself who can afford to trust the universe, who can afford to live an exciting life, a passionate life in the moment. I don't have to sacrifice my genuine, authentic wants for pleasing other people or for, making money from my boss, or like, I don't have to be less than I can be. I can be my fullest self. I can fully take my passion and my excitement as far as I want to in each moment. Because that's what the version of myself would do who was already safe with money, who was already safe with relationships, who was already healthy, who already was enlightened, right? Many people are, even I fell into this trap as well, trying so hard to get enlightened spiritually, because then after you're enlightened, then you'll be happy. So then you're taking a path to enlightenment that's not even fun. You're like grinding, it's hard, it's like, it sucks. Yeah, sometimes that's gonna be there. But you only do that if it's fun, if it's like a fun challenge. If you enjoy, like, let's see if I can sit still for an hour just for fun, just to challenge myself. Sure, that's fine. And if it's exciting for you to challenge yourself, that is part of your authentic path. So once you set your target by feeling the state of the wish fulfilled, and you get clear about your true goal, not society's goal, not Drake's goal or Alex Hormozy's goal. I've been trying so hard not to say names, but I'm sorry. I'd be calling out names, but we ain't taking attendance, sorry. But like other people's goals, like other people that you look up to or you want to be like, don't do what they're telling you to do. Do what you want and what feels okay for you. If something hasn't been done before, maybe you'll be the first person to do it that way, in the new way, the relaxing way, the fun way, the easy way, the exciting way. Right? So what I'm giving you here is a very high consciousness, and I'm not saying this in like an egotistical way, like, oh, it's so high conscious. I'm saying that reality can be created and influenced and experienced in an effortless, fun, spontaneous way. It is possible. Every human being has this potential. Okay? You don't have to fight, you don't have to grind, you don't have to hustle. Notice, I want you to pay attention. Everyone who's telling you to fight Grussel and Hind, okay? Whoever's telling you that, they are not happy people. And I want you to feel it. Feel their vibration and notice there's a certain density. There's a certain like stuckness, a certain like claustrophobia, and not that these aren't good people, not that they're not genuinely helping others, not that their information can't be received at the right time, as you're in the flow, you can like synchronistically, spontaneously receive that information at the right time, and it helps you in that right context. I'm not saying that that's not possible, but I'm saying if the advice you're receiving is basically making you feel anxious, meaning that I need to fight really hard to get my goals, I'm saying that that's going to be very difficult for you. You're taking a very slow, very tedious, very difficult path that will probably cause you to burn out. And when the path towards the goal is not fun, the result will not be as fun as you think it is. Pendulums will always dangle some kind of shiny object, some kind of luxurious, unattainable goal into the distance. Like being a millionaire living on an island with a yacht, sparkling gold, whatever it is. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're working really hard and fighting and sacrificing your present state for some future state, you've deluded yourself. You've deluded yourself on the metaphysical, actual level. You're actually deluded. Not theoretically. I'm saying you've actually misunderstood the fundamental structure of real life existence. It's not Adam's opinion. It's not Adam's philosophy. It's not Adam's ideology. It's not Adam's wishful thinking. Structurally, there literally is only the now moment always. Okay? If you're thinking that I'm going to sacrifice my state of being, my state of fun and excitement, I'm going to choose an option that is like tight and condensed and grinding and difficult and scary, and I'm going to choose that option because I have to, because of some future thing or some potential punishment that I might get if I don't, then I'm saying that you're mistaken. You made a mistake. You forgot that the present moment and the present state that you feel now, the version of yourself that you're being now, is who you're being now, and now is who you'll always be. So you need to create the life you want first in your state of being, first inside, internally. You need to create the life you want internally, systematically, consistently, frequently. You need to frequently be who you really want to be. And this is where the work is done. Not out there trying to organize and force external reality to go your way. The work is done simply having a great time, enjoying the process of just visualizing your dream life and feeling like it's real now and believing like you've already received it and living from that place and having fun. Now you have learned how to create your desires in reality, how to solve your basic needs in an enlightened way. Because as a human being, the predicament you're in is that you're always going to have needs that you need to solve. You're always going to need money. You're always, sometimes you don't need money. Sometimes you can be given gifts or you can be taken care of, or you're not always going to need, but you're always going to need shelter. You're always going to need food. You're always going to need to use the bathroom and use some relationships and to breathe fresh air and so forth. You're always going to have some survival needs. So the awakened sage, the reality creator, the actualized human, realizes that it's possible to fulfill your basic needs in an enlightened way and to get the universe to help you. So this is the other thing is, do you realize who you are? You're not just like a tiny helpless little human that's like separate from everything else. You don't need to like work so hard to get things to work. The universe has literally got your back and is your back. Actually, you are the universe. Did you notice that yet? Look at your hand. Who made your hand? Did you make it? Did you grind really hard and fight and hustle to make your body? To be born? To okay, well, even like look outside. You know, there's birds chirping, there's trees, there's raccoons and mongooses and lynx and polar bears and all this, you know, there's orcas. Did you make those by fighting and grinding and hustling really hard? By worrying and making sure it has to actually happen? Or did the universe make those and you just kind of like are having fun, enjoying looking at it? So you work in tandem with the universe, also realizing that there's not really a separation there. The way you do it is you place your order, you imagine what you want, and then you feel it consistently like it's yours. And it is yours now. Congrats. Good job. When you resonate on the frequency of being the version of yourself who already has what you want, and it's not a big deal for you, it's not like a huge deal, like, oh my god, hopefully Adam's technique works, because then I'll get that really important thing that I want. Oh my god, Adam, you just solved the universe. Thank you so much. Now I can use this to achieve all my desires. I'm saying, yo, it's actually not that big of a deal. You already got what you want. You want it? Okay, great, you got it. Congrats. Now move on. Move on to the next desire. What would you want if you already had what you want? What would you want? Now start feeling that. And now that you already have the next one, now what would you want next? And then feel that now. It's yours. You got it. You got the power of imagination. That's what reality's made of. So it's not that important, and it's really like, it's not a big deal. It's really natural. It's easy. You've been doing this forever. This is what you know how to do. You don't need someone else's advice to make reality. Of course, some books can help you, but remember, the books are just reminding you of your own wisdom. The wisdom has been beaten out of you by pendulums, or like collective thought forms, which again I made a long video about. Other people's thoughts, mental grooves of other people's ideas. You're trying to you're thinking along lines that aren't even yours. They're not authentic. So that's what makes reality creation seem so unnatural and difficult and so much of a grind. Did you know, guys, I didn't plan this video at all. I didn't set up for it. My room is a mess. It's not that much of a mess. It's okay. But the point is that I'm chilling out and I'm making awesome videos that help people. And I'm running my business in this way as well. And this is how I coach my clients. We hang out in the calls, we talk, we get specific, we get into their mind, into how their mind works, into what their goal is, what beliefs are stopping them from making it natural and easy for them, feeling as if it's real now, chilling out, having fun, meditating, all this kind of stuff. This is what we do in my coaching program, which is a new thing that I'm extremely excited about. If you're interested in joining, you can click the link below to apply, where you'll just book a free call with me. We'll chat, get to know your situation. We'll see where you're at, see if you're a good fit to be part of the group. And if we feel like things are aligned, we'll tell you how we can move forward. But yeah, the whole thing is fun. It's relaxing, it's easy, and it's profound, and it works. Why do I say it like that? It works because I'm being clear that this is how the universe works. It's inside out caused. If you read hundreds of personal development books like I have, and soon I'll have my book list out, which is getting done in good time. When you read hundreds of personal development books and spirituality books and law of attraction books and reality creation books, and you really you look at the overall pattern, the general principles, even the ones that are not mystical and not woo-woo, like the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, or like psycho-cybernetics, they're always telling you all the time, the universe, reality is inside out caused. You are the creator of your experience. So you start feeling the way you want to feel now within, and continue that feeling by following and acting on your highest excitement in each moment. And if it feels scary, then that's not your excitement. Don't do that. There's another thing that doesn't feel scary, that feels relaxing and fun and chill and easy. All right? Okay, subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.